Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronia and today we are going to be having a look at our October budget and specifically looking at whether we overspent in areas or underspent in areas and just really figure out how we did in general for the month of October. And also, if you didn't know, I'm actually going to be doing a free training for women this Thursday the 28th of October where we're really going to be going through how you can actually budget your money without feeling so restricted and how you can actually stick to it, plus other things when it comes to actually managing your money and investing your money as well. So I'm very excited. There's almost 160 of you who have actually signed up. So if you do want to join us, of course you can sign up. I will leave the link in the description below for you and in the comment section as well. But without further ado, let's have a look at the numbers and see how we did in the month of October. So let's have a look at the numbers. So I've got my monthly budget spreadsheet right here. And if you didn't know, you can also access this as well if that's something that you're interested in. I do have a monthly budget template as well as a weekly budget template, and that also includes your net worth statement plus a sinking funds calculator as well. So these are just expenses that you can just really start to save up over time. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. I will of course leave that in the description below for you. But in terms of the income, of course, that's something that didn't change. And basically when it comes to the income, this is based on my own salary and my husband's salary as well. When it comes to things like my side hustle, that's currently being reinvested at the moment. So we haven't been pulling any money out of that yet. So moving over to savings and investments, again, this pretty much was paid out. One of the things that we tend to really focus on is actually paying ourselves first, and so with that automatically our savings and investments literally just gets paid as soon as possible. And so you can see that 1500 went towards our savings, which is great, and again that's towards a property. Then 100 actually went into my husband's ISA, so that's very similar to like an IRA. Essentially that's what we'll use when we are investing in the stock market. And then we put another 100 into my own business. It's just because I also want to invest in my business and there are some expenses that I need to pay for. So you can see that in total 1700 was paid out, which is great. Then when it came to essential bills, I'm not going to dwell on this too long because literally everything just got paid out, and you guys will know that most of our costs when it comes to essential bills are pretty much fixed costs. So of course we did have to pay our rent and things like that and our utility bills, because otherwise we would be in trouble if we didn't. So of course that all got paid out, as well as our SIM contract. So again, if you guys didn't know, myself and my husband, we currently use Voxy, which is basically part of Vodafone, and you get things like endless social media as well as other data as well. So if you are thinking about getting a SIM contract, then you may want to consider Voxy. I will leave a link in the description below for you, because if you do use my link, we both get vouchers. The only thing is I think Voxy is just UK specific, so just be mindful of that. And then of course in terms of our tithes and charities and giving, that was all paid out. Again, when it comes to things like that, we pretty much see it as an essential bill, so of course that will always get paid out as well. And if you're liking this video so far, then feel free to give me a thumbs up, as it really does help to support the channel, plus it's free. And then moving over to sinking funds. So if you watched my last budget update where I was basically walking through our budget for October, then you would probably remember that we had to set aside 200 for my husband's glasses. And you may remember this is something I wasn't really expecting. I would have liked to at least just save a little bit over time, but no, we had to put 200 away for his glasses, which is okay, you know, it's fine, because luckily when it came to his paycheck, he actually had more money than usual, because I think his work had to give him like a type of rebate or something. So at least that money is now put away, and so when he's ready to buy his glasses, he can just use that money. And then the only other thing I wanted to update you guys on is we actually ended up having to use our emergency fund this month. And the reason why is because my husband likes to play rugby and he went training, and unfortunately he actually hurt his eye where he had to go to hospital, but ended up having to leave the car like at the parking lot because obviously he couldn't drive. And so it meant that I actually had to go and meet him in the hospital, and of course I didn't have a car, so I actually just had to go and get a taxi down there. So obviously that meant that that was money that was paid that wasn't really expected at all. And then after the hospital, when we went to go and pick up the car, the gate was actually closed, so we couldn't even pick up the car, meaning we then had to go and take another taxi home, which again was not expected. And then after that we had to try and go the next day to get the car, which meant that we then had to pay for another taxi as well. And yes, we could have used public transport, but where he trains is actually quite far and it's quite an awkward place to get to. Plus I also had work the next day, and all of this was quite late in the evening, so for us it just made sense to just quickly get a taxi. And also my husband had to go to hospital again very early the next day so that he could get his eye checked out. So there was a lot of stuff that was happening, and obviously that was not expected, but of course that's what an emergency fund is there for. It's there for emergencies. But what it does mean is that we are slowly going to want to build that back up. I think we ended up spending about 50 in total, so over the next couple of months we will want to just slowly build that back up. But I just wanted to share that so you guys know that it's never ever always perfect when it comes comes to your personal finances. Even us, we have ended up having to use our emergency fund. However, it is great that we have an emergency fund. So if you guys don't have one, then definitely check out my video where I talk about building an emergency fund, because for me, it's a total lifesaver. And then let's talk about spending, because we did actually end up overspending in some areas, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly where we overspent and maybe where we underspent. So when it first came to petrol, we actually ended up overspending in this area. Now, I'm not really sure why we overspent, but actually just last week our petrol was running low, so we did have to get some petrol for the last week before payday, which obviously means we'll have a bit more petrol hopefully for the next week after payday as well. But obviously it means that we have overspent when it comes to petrol. So originally we had budgeted around 110 for petrol, but we actually ended up spending 126, which obviously isn't amazing, and it doesn't help when petrol prices are quite expensive, but you know, as they say, life goes on. And then next up, when it comes to groceries, so we originally budgeted 170, and that would equate to around 34 on average per week. And in terms of our groceries, we actually ended up spending 170, and I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really surprised that we stuck to this budget, because one of the weeks we actually ended up spending quite a lot. I think we ended up spending 40 when we went to Lidl, because we did actually go to Lidl one of those weeks, and the rest of the weeks we went to Aldi. But then within the next week we didn't actually end up spending that much. So in total we ended up spending 170. And if you guys follow me on Instagram as well, I basically asked you guys if you thought that we'd be able to stick to the budget, particularly because in the last week I think we only had around 31 left. Most of you guys said yes. There were a few of you that said no and didn't think that we could do it, but we actually ended up doing it. And I also showed you a breakdown of what we bought. So definitely follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. But yeah, I'm very happy that we've actually been able to stick to our food budget, which was absolutely amazing. Then next up, when it came to toiletries, this is also an area that we ended up overspending as well. A big reason for this is because like a lot of our cleaning products ended up finishing this month, so we then had to stock up again. So we originally budgeted 30 for toiletries, but we actually ended up spending 44. So quite a bit more. Usually we will spend around 30, but again, there were just more things that we needed to buy this month. So yeah, 44 in total for toiletries. And then next up, when it came to our individual spending, that was basically spent. So for me, I ended up actually going out to eat, which was nice. So I actually ended up meeting with some fellow YouTubers. So again, if you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen I met with Finance D and also Tolu Frimpong as well. So definitely check out those channels if you haven't already. But essentially I spent money on restaurant and of course travel. Plus I had also put some money into my present sinking fund as well. And I'm probably going to be putting small amounts into my present sinking fund just because there probably are going to be some birthdays coming up within the next few months. So I'm pretty happy with how that went. I essentially just spent basically all the money anyway, and I think my husband did too. But again, our spending is there to be spent, so you know, no complaints there. And then when it came to our date night, so we originally budgeted around 70 for our date night, and we actually ended up spending about 65. So we are basically now trying to use up the money, because I think you guys might know in the past couple of months we haven't really used our date night money. So that's something that I'm really hoping we can continue to do, because the money is there to be spent for a reason. But yeah, pretty happy that total came to 65. And then after that came personal care. So we didn't actually end up spending any money on personal care. A lot of it is because we were just really busy and just didn't have time. But then also actually we ended up overspending in some of these areas. So for us, I don't think we minded just not using our personal care budget for this month. Of course, hopefully we will be using that next month anyway. So it's all okay there. And then when it came to miscellaneous, we budgeted around 20 for that, and we ended up spending about 11 on that. So again, that's an area that we underspent in. And then of course we had already put some money into our pennies pot, just so that we can have a small buffer, or as I like to call it, a mini emergency fund, just in case we need to buy anything else. So obviously you can see that technically there was some money left over, particularly because even though we overspent in some areas, we underspent in areas like personal care. However, when it comes to next month's budget, because we ended up having to use part of our emergency fund, we are going to have to put some money towards building that emergency fund back up again. So it's kind of bittersweet in that you kind of overspent and underspent in some areas, but obviously it's not great that we had an unexpected expense. But don't worry, if you are wondering, yes, my husband is all okay. So yeah, obviously we are very thankful that he's all good. So if you did like this video, then please do give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, how did your spending for October go? I do post every Tuesday and Friday, so if you would like to know more, then of course you can subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on Friday.